Good morning, friends. So I had a friend of mine ask about the letters I've been writing to money. And so I wanted to share with you all that I have been gifted this beautiful workbook by someone named Nona Jordan. I will put the information about where you can contact her in the description. And one of my coaches suggested that I look at my relationship with money in terms of if money was a person and how am I relating to money if I was like they were my significant other. Okay, so this program is called Get Right with Money, and it's a love note journal, and there's a playlist that goes with it that I have not explored, but I have just been writing a daily note to money. And some of the suggested ways to start with that are like, what do you love about money? What do you hate about money? What are you feeling? Have you done money wrong? Do you owe money an apology? And so I started out just with an apology, just writing Dear Money, and then I just write some of the things that I feel. And some days I say, thank you for things. Some days I say, hey, this happened today and this was really hard. Like, for instance, what I am thinking about this morning is that yesterday I have recently spent a whole lot of money on the business. And yesterday I don't know if it's the 24th or the 25th. I think it's the 24th. That's kind of fun, 24. So yesterday I was feeling a little like, I don't know, maybe I want to check my bank account because I was like, have I spent all of my money? I was trying not to be too like stressed about it and micromanaging about it, but I was like, let me just take a look. So I took a look at the bank account, and there's more in the bank account than I expected, which of course I was very happy about. But then I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what, that's conditional love. So this morning I want to make amends for showing conditional praise to money, because I know from the way that I've learned about parenting that when you say to someone like, good job, it means you love them more because of what they did, and that's conditional, right? So I'm sorry for showing more praise and appreciation when you stay in my bank account. And I'm going to go on to elaborate more about that. But basically, one of the main things that I've realized about my relationship with money is that I've been very controlling and possessive, like a really controlling, possessive significant other, right? And really, when you look at the definition of narcissism, I have been very narcissistic with money, and that I've been controlling, I've been manipulative. I'm just going to show you a few of the books I've read about money. I've been possessive, I've been critical, I've been judgmental, I've criticized who money hangs out with, I've said certain things that money does are okay and certain things are not. I've gaslit money, like, oh, if you come, then I'll really appreciate you. But then as soon as it comes, I try to control it and lock it away. Withhold ways that money wants to give joy to others by being ungenerous, etc., etc. So, I've been working on this relationship with money for quite a while. The first book I read, this one doesn't have this is the author's signature. Isn't that a cool signature? This is Happy Money by Ken Honda. This was sort of my introduction. Well, let's be fair. My introduction to money was through Financial Peace University through Dave Ramsey. And he was really the one who helped me get out of just, I was in severe debt and like totally hanging on by a thread with money and like eating only from the local food bank, had absolutely no money. It was like getting really, we were gonna maybe be homeless. Like it was really close. So I spent a couple years repairing my debt, and that I did that through Dave Ramsey's teachings. Then I heard about Ken Honda on an interview with Lewis Howes, and he is from Japan and wrote this book, Happy Money. It's a beautiful book, and he has a beautiful community, if you're interested in learning from him, called the ALC, Arigato Living Community, and I spent about a year in that community really just exposing myself to more of a spiritual approach to money. He has a relationship with Zen, and it is really lovely. That led me to The Soul of Money by Lynne Twist. I still had a lot of hang-ups about how like money is bad, rich people are greedy, and she has a really interesting take on this that I really appreciated and enjoyed. I had been avoiding these two books, Think and Grow Rich and The Science of Getting Rich, because the word rich really was hard for me. And when I got into them, I was really pleasantly surprised to see that both of them have a really a perspective on the word rich that is not just about money. It's about a rich and full and fulfilling life. So if you're scared of, I was even like scared of having people see me read these books. It's so much hang-ups about wealth and greed, the way it's been used to control people. And what's funny is that the turnaround for me there is that I have used money to control myself, and I have tried to control money. So I'm just the thing I was avoiding, which is what we always are, right? So anyways, these are both actually quite beautiful and inspiring. And Ken Honda just wrote a new book that I'm very excited to read. I have not started it yet. It just arrived. And it's called True Wealth. And the framework is very sweet. It's he had been meeting with this older person from Japan. And so he's written it as a fictional, like grandpa writing to their grandkid about what they've learned over life about wealth and different things. So I really am excited to read that. So consider writing a letter to money and starting to make amends and rebuild your relationship. Starting to look at how you think about and talk about money, and think of them like a person, like a significant other or someone that is a very dear friend. And start to think if there's anything that you want to apologize for, and then also if there's anything that you want to appreciate and acknowledge that you haven't been. One of the things I notice is like, who am I to say where money should be? If money should stay in my bank account. My favorite definition of abundance is from Bashar, and Bashar talks about how abundance is receiving what you need to do what you need to do when you need to do it. And so I have been thinking about how I want a certain amount of money in the bank account, but why? It could be out playing or doing something it wants to do. If I say to my significant other, I want you just sitting in the living room available for me whenever I want to hang out with you. And if I'm doing something else, I want you to just stay sitting there just in case I want you. Oof, right? Okay, tell me what you think in the comments. Love you so much. Oh, and come check out our school group. I'll put the information in the description. Okay, love you.